You are an individual, a foreign national, who illegally enters the United States of America. You are, by definition, a criminal, and so therefore you are subject to deportation.
So ICE arrested one of Caroline Leavitt's own family members. Look, in these dark times, I'll take a little bit of poetic justice where I can get it. When I first heard the news, I thought it was her husband that got arrested. There's like a 40-year age gap between them, so I just assumed they thought he was trafficking her.
This is crazy. We just learned that ICE has arrested a member of Caroline Leavitt's family, and she might be deported to Brazil. Trump's awful immigration policy is now impacting a member of his team personally. Her 11-year-old nephew's mother, Bruna Ferreira, is now in custody at an ICE facility in Louisiana facing deportation to Brazil. Ferreira is the former fiance of Michael Leavitt, the press secretary's New Hampshire-based brother. They had a son whom they raised together before they split. A source familiar with the matter said the individual is the mother of Caroline's nephew. They have not spoken in many years. The child has lived full-time in New Hampshire with his father since he was born. He has never resided with his mother, which is not true because a 2014 article in The Family showed that the couple was living together with their son. The family was also photographed together. Then Trump's administration tried to claim that Ferreira had a previous arrest for battery, but WBUR could not find any details of battery charges against Ferreira in Massachusetts, and they have not responded to requests for comment. A GoFundMe has been set up for her by her sister. It's now raised $14,000 of its $30,000 target, but I'm sure with all of this coverage, it will surpass that. I don't know how you can be Caroline Leavitt and defend the mother of your brother's son getting deported, but I'm sure that she will defend it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. The reason why I'm laughing today, there is another powerful guys with Caroline Leavitt, like the Trump secretary, and you know, like the way he supported Trump. Now the member of her family, they're being deported, and I couldn't be happy for this because he supported all this immigration. You remember when people were telling like, oh, they're deporting people and they call people aliens. So this is happening. Let's dive in. The credit belongs to the owner of the video. I'll be back with more commentary.
Breaking news, ICE has detained a member of Caroline Leavitt's family. The loyal Trump press secretary that has been all in for ICE detainment and kidnapping people on the street now has it hit home. Her nephew's mother, Bruna Ferreira, from Brazil, was taken by ICE. A spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security said that she came to America on a tourist visa in 1999 and just stayed. Her attorney says that she was a DACA recipient, but she wasn't able to renew her status, but was going through a lawful immigration process in order to get U.S. citizenship. Her and the child's father are estranged, but she was arrested while driving to New Hampshire to go see her son. My opinion is that they set this lady up. She was going to see her son, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, ICE comes and detains her. That sounds like a phone call was made. I don't want this lady in my life anymore, sis. Do something about it. But I don't think the Party of Family Values would do something like that.
I know we're not supposed to be shocked by anything this administration does anymore, any of its goofy grifting, but there are sometimes you hear something and you're like, what the? Okay. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, her brother, Michael Leavitt, his baby mama, turns out she's a DACA recipient. Well, she's been in ICE custody in Louisiana for weeks. She was picked up in a mid-sized town in Massachusetts. She's here legally. ICE is contending that she's got a battery charge. She is contending through her lawyer that she is applying for permanent residency and she has no criminal charges at all. Okay? Now listen, this White House does whatever it wants, whenever it feels like. And for 3 weeks, we had no idea that Caroline Leavitt's brother's baby mama had been picked up by ICE. And, okay, if this White House wants to do something, it just does it. You think they couldn't pick up the phone call and be like, let her go? She stays here? No. I'm not making any accusations. I think we can all draw our own conclusions here. But I think there's one thing we can all universally agree upon. Having your baby mama picked up by ICE is sadistic in a way that most of us are not just uncomfortable with, but we are sickened by.
We have some breaking news when it comes down to Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Her own relative has now been detained by ICE. And when I mean relative, I'm not talking about a distant cousin or anything like that. I am talking about a woman who is very close to the family. So close that she has a child by Caroline Leavitt's very own brother. Yes, that close. This woman was here in the United States illegally, and she has now been detained by ICE. And ICE has already processed her so quickly, she is on the process of removal from the United States completely in less than 24 hours. Let me know your thoughts in the comments over this way, because I honestly believe, truly from the bottom of my heart, that is going to be the most awkward Thanksgiving dinner for the Caroline Leavitt family.
So guys, actually this is insane. This is what we call to vote against your own interest, guys. Now it's happening to her. And can you even feel sympathy for this kind of people? Of course I will never do that, because she supported him. She's in the Trump administration and this is happening, and I'm laughing about it. I'm like, wow, this is really good news, because you guys have been hurting other people, so you only deserve the same pain. Let's watch, guys.
Holy shit. The mother of Caroline Leavitt's nephew, her name is Bruna Caroline Ferreira. She's a Brazilian native, was detained by ICE in Revere, Massachusetts. Apparently, she's been living on an expired visa for 26 years. Now, she's never lived with Leavitt's nephew or anything like that. And, you know, Caroline really hasn't come out to say anything about this. And not that she cares, but, you know, it serves her right. Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Turnabout's fair play.
Caroline Leavitt's sister-in-law was just arrested by ICE for overstaying her visa by 26 years, leaving Caroline Leavitt's 11-year-old nephew without his mom. The Trump administration has stated that Caroline Leavitt had no involvement whatsoever in this matter, but I find that incredibly hard to believe. You're telling me one of her family members has been in the country illegally for 26 years and she never once heard about it? I don't think so. She has no criminal record and was in the process of obtaining residency after her DACA status was revoked by the Trump administration. Now she is currently being held in southern Louisiana, where she awaits deportation proceedings to Brazil, despite the fact that she's been in the U.S. since she was a child. Another family member released a statement saying Bruna's absence has been especially painful for her 11-year-old son, who needs his mother and hopes every single day that she'll be home in time for the holidays.
So as soon as I try to sleep at all this year, I wake up to this. Let's be honest, KKK Caroline, she doesn't give a shit. Hell, she probably called their asses. And how does that work with the YT supremacy thing? Because we know she's not really down with the brown. Anyway, Karma's a biatch. Y'all have a good day now, okay?
Caroline is getting a taste of ICE herself, and I don't think her family is going to like it very much. Her brother, Michael Leavitt, had a son with Bruna, who is a DACA recipient. This woman was just arrested by ICE in Massachusetts and is currently being held in Louisiana. She's in the midst of removal proceedings. Back in July, DACA recipients were urged by the Department of Homeland Security to self-deport in spite of the fact that they are dreamers, specifically because they have been here since they were children, meaning they did not come on their own voluntarily. They were brought here by their parents. And in spite of having their entire lives here, all their friends, families, their homes, their jobs, everything, this administration is hell-bent on separating families and punishing brown people at all costs.
So guys, this is what we call what goes around comes around. Be careful on what you do. Be careful on what you wish on others. Do you remember when she was taking question asking about immigration, calling people alien, calling people to be illegal, that they should be deported? She didn't show any mercy to the people who were being separated with their families. She didn't even show like she cares. She was like all for it and defending the orange guy. And now I want to see her face, because actually her family, they're being deported. Oh my god, I thought she had her family have all document the way she was calling people, and that means the member of their family, some member of her family, they're also alien, because she used to call like illegal immigrants or people they were deporting that they're aliens. So you remember all that, and I don't even understand, guys, what's wrong with you people? How come you just vote against your family member? How come you support the administration that will just hurt your family member? That means you're selfish, or you think like by showing up and supporting you will not be affected. But me, if I'm being honest, this one shocked me, because I thought like he will protect her, but it seems like he doesn't even care about the people who is in his own administration, who work with him day by day. He doesn't care, because I feel like he can they can only make one call and say like, oh, this family and this leave them alone. But to the people to know, that means they are suffering. And I understand why many people say like they can't have sympathy for MAGA, they can't have sympathy for the people who voted for this, because they caused this, they voted for this, they targeted this, and it's affecting them because they thought it to affect other people, and now it's coming against them. They are crying about it. Wow, karma is real, guys. If they say karma is real, trust me, karma is real. Who thought of this, guys? So I have few comments from the people. Let's read them, hear what the people are saying about this situation. The first one is saying like, I can't be more happy. I'm so excited for her family to be deported. The second one said like, oh, karma is really working, and I really wish this for her, because she was like celebrating other people suffering, being deported. So that's why people are saying, The third one say, I don't understand this MAGA. They vote against their own family, their own interest. This is insane. Guys, what do you think about this one? Because this is shocking, this is insane, this is crazy. I'm like, wow, this is I'm telling you, she's finding out in a hard way. So guys, let me know what you think. Kindly subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family. I appreciate that. I will see you next time. As always, bye.